Good morning and welcome back to another beautiful morning in Dower House Farms, our beef and crops farm, East Cork and South of Ireland. We put up a video every day, promote Irish agriculture. We're fueled by Frank. Someday Frank and Alice are going to ring me and going to say, Pat, I'm going to give you a free cup of coffee. Maybe not. Anyway, no video yesterday because every time I picked up my phone to go record something, someone rang or something happened. And that literally happened all day. So I do have a couple of clips from grass measuring in the morning and when we were in schooling horses. So I'll put them in there now. Good morning. Welcome back to another lovely fresh morning in Dower House Farms. Just out doing a grass walk. All these boys are happy out. The only thing worrying them now is saying, what in the name of God is this fellow to this hard morning for? But it's Cheltenham week, lads. Jobs need to get done. This is on the same farm here that I was doing the first farm walk. This is a cover crop. It was spring barley and it's going into spring barley again. I know it was winter barley and it's going into spring barley. That's Phacelia. This has all been sprayed off. Question for people who know, right? Are we playing with fire with Phacelia? Because Roundup is having no effect on it. It's not an issue, it's not hard to control. If you roll it, it dies, right? But are we playing with fire throwing Roundup out on Phacelia and it doing absolutely nothing to it? Is there a possibility that come down the line 5, 6, 10 years, one of our major weeds is going to be Roundup resistant Phacelia in cover crops? I'd like to hear your comments. I know there is one or two agronomists watch the channel, so is it a risk? Do we need to start reconsidering Phacelia in our cover crop mixes, or do we need to start reconsidering our method of termination? Like, you can roll this, right? And that will definitely, if I had a rolled Phacelia in the frost, it'll kill it. But that, in a min-till context, that won't take care of the grasses, which are our biggest threat. So must I then go over it twice? Must I roll it and spray it? Getting into a lot of work then. So I'd like to hear your comments. Comment below. Also, I have a couple of ditches like this, especially on this farm, where meadow grass is an issue around the ditches. And what I'm going to do, I'm actually going to plough out there. I'll plough out a couple of runs out into the middle of the field. That should get rid of that, hopefully. I know now it'll leave a bit of a rut out there, but we'll be able to fill it in. We're finding in the min-till it's impossible to control this because that's not fully dead. You drag it out and you keep dragging it out and dragging it out. So also comment below them headlands where meadow grass is an issue. Would you the odd bit of it is starting to get green again, would you hit it with Roundup again and then plough it? I'm going to plough it anyway with your weather. So should I spray it off again or not?
I seen you walk down Shandon Hill. Saw you lace your boots up on Murphy's windowsill. You've the look and the cut and the gauge of a good thing. I won't pass more judgment until I hear you sing. This is Cork, in Cork down by the knee. This is Cork, a real capital city. This is Cork. In Cork down by the Lee. This is Cork. 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 This is Cork.
I'm just out here looking at this bean field now to see is it fit to roll, but from the road it looks dry, but it's not, to tell you the truth. It's still fairly tacky. What I do just in situations like this to check, what I do is I stamp it down and see what it's like on these. You know, it's actually not too bad. When you go deep down, it's actually okay. There's a little bean. There's one. Look, they're sprouting already. So this basically has to be rolled tomorrow. Jesus, that's only planted 4 days. They'll be up in no time. Ooh, that now leads to another problem in that it needs to be sprayed straight away. I think now I'm going to get a smarter man than myself to look at this, and my gut feeling will be to spray this without rolling it, but he might tell me differently. So we're back to today. The moral of the story with the grass measuring was that I was hoping to let out another group of cattle today, but at the moment we don't have enough grass, so I'll have to put the brakes on that. The thing with grass measuring, it's not just to tell you how much grass you have, sometimes it's to tell you how little grass you have. So basically I did up the sums, and if I leave out another group of cattle this week now, I'm going to end up tight on all the blocks. So by keeping the weanlings in that are in, it's a big group of weanlings, they have a fair demand. It'll allow me to move a few different groups of cattle around, get all the different blocks grazed off to the different levels I want, and that should work well. So we're going to park letting out any more cattle for this week. We must move around some there now later. Let's get some cattle fed. It's Cheltenham week, the biggest week of the year on the National Hunt Racing calendar. So that's fun. I won't get to watch much of it. I hopefully sit down for one day and watch it, but I won't be able to today now because we must go about getting these beans sprayed and things. These are the new sucks that came. Not really. They're grand heifers and a cow. But 2 cows actually, sorry. So they are here for contract finishing. And yeah, I think there's possibly another load coming today. There was more calves came last night. So there's 40 calves to be vaccinated now today. And we need to get that done because the space has gone tight in the calf shed and I don't have room to sort of be training them. I need to give 2 stations per side now because both pens are full. There's 129 calves there. So we'll be moving out to the outside pens next. So I have the horses fed now. I was pushing the silage and I'm going to go riding out then. My least favourite thing to do, shoveling poop. Anyway, someone's got to do it. Horse is done now, and let's get these bags of seed bought back and get the beans empty out. There's actually, I could have done with a bag less, but anyway, not to worry. So I put in 3 over 55 acres. I was a single bag out. Good going. So God, it's a beautiful day here now. Still a bit cool, but there's a silage field there, red clover field that was never fenced. So as long as that fenced, he's nearly finished now and he gets back. Well, he's back now, but he'll go off again. But when we're finished that, let's vaccinate the new calves that came. And put them cattle over then. So it is a beautiful morning in East Cork. They're also up at the house there, they're levelling off around the house with a digger, if you can see it. So So we're going doing some musical chairs. This is about a 20-acre block. We've half it grazed, a little bit ahead of target now, to be fair. Have we half it? Yeah, we've just about half it grazed. So we're going to take this 25 out now, away from this block. We're going to bring him down to another block that has silage ground in it. That half of that block is also grazed. It's where these ones actually came from. It was multi-species. The regrowths there are very, very poor. I possibly have seen it in yesterday's video, or yesterday's part, I'm not sure. So we're going to graze the silage ground now first, and then we'll go back into the rotation. So hopefully they'll get about 2 weeks on the silage ground, which is a little bit late, but look, beggars can't be choosers. And then back onto the grazing ground. They're galloping up to the trailer. Come on, boys. Come on. Be all out to go on one load now. We're going to chance, man. Right? Come on. Come on, boys. Come on, lads. Hips, hips. Boys, hey, hips. Uncle Mike reckons you should move cattle every week to make life easy. I think he's right. Loads of room, haven't you? These were the first ones out. So there's about 8 acres in this field, so it should take them about 2 weeks-ish to graze it, just under 10 days maybe. We'd hope to get out of it, get it licked down and get pipe slurry out in it then, and it'll be stopped for silage, say by the 20th of March, 6 weeks growing. Be cutting it, hoping to cut it about the 5th of May. These are the worst old group of cattle now, but there's a lot of them starting to straighten up now. There is still 3 or 4 very light fellas in it, but look, as things go for a fairly big group of cattle, you take a couple of light ones. Well, ideally not, but they're all out anyway. Now, see you in 2 weeks, boys. Fong fenced all around it there yesterday and today. He's a super job done it. Just temporary wire. We may even take this up for the year for silage, because the fella mowing now could hit that. He'd be taking out YouTube videos there and things, and he could just flatten the whole lot. Hard to get good help these days, you know. So now it's been a busy all day. We got them cattle moved, we got all the calves that came over the weekend vaccinated. We vaccinated the heifers that came over the weekend, and what else we get done? Jeez, I don't know, got all the horse done, etc. So it was busy, but in the comments in one of the previous videos there, it was the question was asked, why is that so jumpy? The question was asked, one sec now, that should be a bit better. Do we feed the cows and the continentals all the same diet? Absolutely not, unfortunately. It'd be very easy if we did, but you just don't have that option. They take a completely different type feeding, so you must feed them completely differently. Obviously the continentals are bred to take more concentrate than Frisians, so, but they don't eat as much on the other hand. So yeah, I'm just getting on with a starter mix for them. They must be put on the starter diet too for about 4 weeks before they come. Or sorry, 4 weeks after they come. God, I'm losing it today. 4 weeks after they come, sort of a high fibre. It's just to stretch their stomachs and stretch their intakes, and you won't get any instance of acidosis or You hear some people talking about they're feeding cattle and after 70 days they start to slow down. That doesn't happen if you build them up properly with a starter diet. So that doesn't happen. So yeah, busy out now. Hopefully we get nice some spring barley later on. So anyway, I'm going to leave it there now for today's video because it's very late already. It's 7:15 already, and it won't be up until probably 8:15. So thanks a million for watching. We'll see you again tomorrow for more House Farms.
This is car